Today I want to do a video about the equipment that our office uses to organize a final application. Imagine you've got your cover letter, you've got your form, you've got your declaration, you've got all your evidence, you've got your country conditions evidence, you've made your copy. Now you're ready to finalize everything and put it inside of that envelope. And so what do we use? Well, in our office, we use 2-hole punch. You can get these at any office supply store. This is what most law firms would use. And you put the paper in there, you punch it down on top. And what you end up getting is 2 holes in the top of your application so that you can put brackets through the paper. Put a bracket through right like that. When it's all said and done, it looks like that on the back, and it's all in one unit. Immigration is pretty used to receiving packets like this. Most law firms send out their mailings in packets just like that. But if you don't have the 2-hole punch, that's just an option. You don't have to send it like that. If you use a binder clip like this and just put one big binder clip over the whole submission, that works. What's going to happen is when your packet's received by immigration, they're going to rip the whole thing apart. They're going to copy it and scan it in their system the way they always do. And so it actually doesn't have to be fancy, but you want to make sure that everything that's related to one specific case is all connected to that case. If you are filing asylum for your whole family, you want all of the information related to the principal's case. If it's the father who's the main person who's afraid for their life to return to their country, then have all of the information related to that person's situation all together in one of these brackets. And then if you're filing for derivatives, I would put those in separate brackets. And then what we do is if you have multiple cases together, then you'll want to use a giant rubber band like this to put them all together so that they all fit in the same envelope. There's no need to send different envelopes if it's all together in one big case, but I would have them be separate binder clips or separate packets of the submission. So what are the steps now that you've got everything together? What are the steps before you mail it out? Step 1, compile everything, including the 2 copies of everything that the instructions require. Step 2, scan everything for yourself. Don't miss this step. You want to have a solid record of everything that's going into that envelope and that's going to be filed with immigration. If you don't have access to a scanner, alternatively, you could at least make an additional copy of everything for your own record. Step 3 is you hole punch everything. You put the brackets on the packets, you put the binder clips. Step 4 is you put a rubber band around separate applications. For example, if there's spouses and children, you want to have them all together but in separate binder clips. Step 5 is you want to put all of that into the envelope to be mailed. And you want to make sure that you're sending it out with tracking so that you can prove that it's delivered. And you want to make sure that you're sending it to the correct address. And then step 6, once you've got all of that, then you mail it off. I've had a client come in and he put spiral binding on his asylum application to make it look like a booklet where you can't take the pages off. Yeah, you don't do that. They'll reject the filing. You want to make it simple for the government to take it apart and put it back together, and they'll reshuffle it the way the asylum officer wants. But immigration uses folders that have these 2 prongs on them. Not required, but you could do it. All right, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being with me. I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream.